welcome to another amazing episode of the Indie Film Cafe Monthly Haul. I'm your host,
Hey.
Jonathan Moody, and I've got my co-host here. Well, what's your name, buddy? Yours.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Rocky.
No, not yet.
This is Paul Presenza, otherwise known as the Moo Cow Moo.
He's not the co-host, but he's our special guest, Rocky.
Yay.
He this is his first time on television. So say hello. Hi.
Hi, Rocky. Where's Cuff and Link, Rocky?
I don't know what that means, but
You remember Rocky, the movie? He has two turtles, Cuff and Link.
oh, I don't remember that, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
So before we get into everything, I am drinking out of my head of the family mug.
Coke Zero.
You're having
Come
your
on,
Coke
Coke.
Zero.
Sponsor us, for God's sakes. That's all I
know.
ever do is drink this stuff.
And all I ever drink is the cherry Cokes. So here you go. He wants to get down. He is not going to be
Hi, Rocky. He knows what's coming. That's why.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
He knows the quality of movies that are going to be coming. He's like, I'm out of here with this garbage.
He'll hopefully be back. I'm leaving the door open so he can come in and out. All right, so we're gonna do our Blu-ray hauls. Then we're gonna do half DVDs, both halves, because we've got about 30 something, each. And so I guess I'll go first with my Blu-rays since I've got more than you, I guess, and then you can go with your Blu-rays, and I'll do my DVDs, then your DVDs, then we'll keep switching back.
Sounds good.
I have 2 Blu-rays and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4Ks.
Okay.
So to start off with, I think this is one that you will have as well, is Sharks of the Corn. I can't wait. We are planning to do this for What the Fuck Friday eventually.
Yay.
So that'll be fun. And then I also got this. Actually, I got this when I went, and so technically it's it was part of April, but I'm still counting it because we didn't do it till today. But yesterday I got this because it was like $6 at Walmart. It is Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Oh, okay.
The Blu-ray.
Still haven't seen it.
Still haven't seen it. Actually, yeah, I should let you borrow it sometime. It's really good. I like it. Some people hate it. Like it's really one of those like hit or miss kind of things.
So kind of like Clerks 2. Some people really hated that. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, you might like this one. I mean, it does have some kind of weird. It's sort of weird. It's very meta once again, like the original is,
Sure.
and then other stuff. So I also got this recently. I think I got this from either Target or Walmart. Target. Scarface.
Oh, okay.
Got to get that, of course. And then I
Say
got
hello to my little friend.
Exactly. And then at Best Buy, I had to pick this up. Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, I have that. That's great. I don't have the 4K, but I have the Blu-ray. It's a really, really good underappreciated film. Will be on Forgotten Horror Classics.
Is it really a forgotten movie, though?
I think so. Most people, when they talk Carpenter, they really don't talk about that film, and
They don't talk about Assault
why.
on Precinct 13 either. I guess not horror, but it's sort of horror. Like it's got
right.
little stuff. So
Yeah, and I remember when it came out in the theater, and it just didn't seem to generate a lot of buzz at the time, even though I really, really liked it, and I've always really, really liked it.
And then I've got Total Recall on 4K,
yeah.
And that is definitely one that needs to be on 4K.
2 weeks.
And these two are, so Marvel has a thing going with Best Buy, I guess, because I looked at other places and they weren't having the same deal. Where they're dropping the prices for their movies. Their 4Ks are generally $30, a piece, which is a little out of my price range. I usually wait till it's a little bit lower at least. $20 is generally $20 to $22 is generally my limit for 4Ks, you know, for
So are those
any
like
4K.
regular 4Ks or are those like steel books or something special?
No, they're regular 4Ks.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus
Disney
Christ.
for you, you know. Like Disney's expensive.
Yeah,
So,
screw them.
well, whatever. Anyway, I want to have my whole collection of Marvel. So my plan this year is to get as every Marvel 4K. Period.
Good
Right?
luck with that.
Well, no, I've got a plan, and it will take me the whole rest of the year, but I'll get it. So the first one I got was Doctor Strange, which I don't know if you've seen this, but it's pretty awesome. It's actually really good. Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job, and they're doing the sequel right now that comes out next year, and Sam Raimi is the director of that one, so I'm really excited for that. And then I got Spider-Man Far From Home, which I'm excited about because Doctor Strange is on Disney Plus, right? Like almost all the Marvel movies are, except for this because it's owned by Sony. So it is not on Disney Plus. It might be on Stars, but it's not on Disney Plus. And that's it. That's it of my 4Ks and Blu-rays. So there you go. You're up next.
All right. Well, I've only got 4 Blu-rays this time. One good one and 3 kind of shagalistic, weird, terrible, stinky ones. But you know, that's the way it generally goes.
Yeah, but you also want to. Some of those you're going to use for blue cheese, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Building up my blue cheese ammunition.
Yeah.
But the first one I got is a really, really good movie that I've been wanting for a bit, and it is called Hagazusa.
Hagazusa.
Yeah, Hagazusa.
That's on a Blu-ray?
Yeah, this is Blu-ray. And this is a really, really, really cool film. If you didn't see The Witch because you're scared of it for whatever reason, but it was an excellent film. This is The Witch times 10. It's The Witch on steroids. And it's supposedly got all kinds of great visuals and all kinds of great stuff. Creepy as fuck, slow burn. And it's supposed to be amazeballs. So
You haven't seen it yet?
haven't seen it yet. It's all in its nice little package. I can't wait. So I will be, you know, I figured I was just going to wait until we did the haul and then I can take it out of its wrapper and then I'll check it out. But yeah, it looks really good. And it comes with a short film and some commentary, and it comes with some music videos and some extra stuff, which is kind of cool too. So yeah, pretty neat.
Awesome.
And then we go to the other stuff. First one is one that I found in Book Exchange, and it is a threefer. And it is Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, Mega Piranha, and then 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
All Asylum projects.
Blu-ray. Yep. And
those are definitely stinkers. I know last year you did like Sharktopus, right? Or something.
I think so.
Like Sharktopus versus Whalewolf or something.
Yeah, Sharktopus versus Whalewolf.
First quick review Thursday or something. Oh my goodness.
Because it was so weird. But yeah, it's pretty much all in that vein. So the third one is one we've already mentioned. Here's my copy of Sharks of the Corn.
Hey, you know, good to go with the whole shark theme there.
Absolutely. Plus, we do it in the summertime. We can eat corn while we're doing it.
That would be great. I would love that.
And then I did want to point out, this does have bonus features. It has a 90-minute documentary on that. I don't know whether you knew that. Plus a bunch of other stuff. So basically, you're getting 2 movies because 90 minutes, that's pretty damn impressive.
Right. Nice.
And then finally, the specialist Blu-ray of all, the one I've been waiting to show you. I have the Blu-ray version of yet another Carl J. Sukanik film, Space Psychos.
Oh wow, you were talking about that on the. I was re-listening to it driving back to Virginia. I was re-listening to the Alien Beasts podcast we did, and you mentioned that you wanted to get that. That was like your
SRS Cinema. So
good. I'm glad you got it.
Very much. Couldn't wait. So yep, grabbed it.
Was that it?
That's it.
Oh, all right. So now on to our DVDs. And I got a haul for us. I can't wait. So
you're going to do what, 15
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna
And
do
then I'll do
half,
16.
almost half. So there's a few that are in like one section. You know what I mean? Like each one is in a like is a part of something I got from whatever. So anyway, to begin with, I went to on the way to Virginia. I was in Las Vegas, and I had to stop by Nightmare Toys, and that's where I picked
Hey,
up this amazing head of the family mug.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's like I saw that and I was like, I need that
I
in
love
my
that
life.
movie. It's one of my
I
favorites.
I know, and it's definitely like maybe a What the Fuck Friday or Indie Film Cafe for sure. Eventually, but I was looking at the DVDs and Blu-rays, and they had some, and some of their Blu-rays were a little bit more pricey because they were good Blu-rays. You know, like they had Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow and all those, but they also had they had some Full Moon and other stuff. And so I saw this. I forgot how much it cost, probably like $5 or something, you know, maybe 10. No, no, I think it was like 10 because I think the whole total, something like that. Anyway, I ended up buying a 5-pack. Wait, 6 movie pack. And this is what I got. So it's got Blood Diner,
Oh yeah, great.
Parents, Earth Girls are easy.
Mhm.
Sundown, the Vampire's Retreat, the
Right.
Bruce Campbell / Deborah Foreman movie. Fido and Boy Eats Girl. So
Yeah, I know all those movies. They're all
yeah,
fun.
yeah, all fun. Just, I have seen Sundown a long time ago, but I really want to rewatch that at some point.
For six good movies for $10, that's not bad, man.
Yeah, yeah, like good movies too, like not like stinkers, you know. So then I also went to Dark Delicacies in Burbank before I left because, you know, if I'm gonna leave the town, I've gotta if I'm gonna leave LA, I've got to stop in and say bye to Dell. Dell's a really good dude, and so if you're ever in Burbank, California, just like me and Paul went there before too, and it's just a really nice little, and it's got some amazing movies. I mean, if it weren't for Dark Delicacies, we may not have heard of the Mummy Cat, Curse of the
That's
Mummy Cat.
right. Introduced us
So
to Charles E. Cullen.
yeah, so thank you, Dell, and I can't wait to be back in Burbank. Hopefully later this year, maybe in the fall sometime, I can stop by and visit and see everybody. But
Just Jen thanks you very much for that contribution.
so does Paige.
On page.
All right. So I got Death Factory, which is
Oh yeah.
directed by Brad Sykes and produced by David Sterling. Now, here's a problem. So I heard, I'd heard of this movie. I knew that like Tiffany Shepis was in it, and it's actually signed, which is kind of cool by a couple of people.
Nice.
I don't know who. I can't like read on that. Like, I think one is like one of the Rhonda something or whatever. So Rhonda Jordan, but I think the other person we can't. Even my buddy Eric Spudik, who I'm about to get into all of the movies he gave me, he couldn't even read it. So where's his shit? I think I'm
Yeah,
missing.
that's the problem with having stuff signed sometimes is that you can't really make out what it is.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell who it was, but you know, yeah, okay, all right. So anyway, it was really nice, and I got that, but I had seen another movie that Brad Sykes had done, and it was a sequel to another movie that I ended up getting actually, and I didn't get it because I didn't have the first one. And then he told me, Brad said I should have grabbed that one instead of Death Factory because it's out of print. But he did say that the movie is coming back. It's going to get re-released or something. I think.
Hmm.
Don't quote me on that because I don't know. But if it does, I'm
Jonathan
gonna buy
Moody
it.
says.
Yeah. And then the other one is Conga TNT, which is definitely going to be on one of our shows. It is a cute family movie that is now that SRS made to look like it was a, you know, like a horror film, and it's definitely not. It's a cute family look movie. those were the Dark Delicacies. Now, here's the Sputic Movie Empire movies. Some of them are actually like good regular movies that I just don't have on DVD yet or Blu-ray or anything. And some are crap. So one is The Running Man by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I remember loving that as a kid. Another movie is called Moving Target, starring Jason Bateman. And it's got Cynthia Phillips and
Jason Bateman. Whatever happened to him?
Tom Skerritt is in it too. So that Jason Bateman's busy. He was in like Horrible Bosses and he was in Game Night. He's
in stuff that I don't really
don't really watch them,
Yeah.
but they're like mainstream. Like he's a big fucking star, you know.
Huh.
So
good for him.
Yeah. William Smith in A Mission to Kill. That looks just cheesy and bad. A movie called Cropsey Incident, put out by Wild Eye.
Nice. Market quality, baby.
For sure. A movie starring Kyle MacLachlan, you might know from Twin Peaks.
Sure.
Gabriel Anwar. Let's see, Vinnie Jones, Omar Gooding. Oh my God, Omar Gooding, and Patrick Stewart. And this is Jules Verne's Mysterious Island. And looks like some kind of miniseries. Speaking of miniseries, the miniseries, had to pick that up. Never actually seen this. And everybody I know has told me how wonderful it is. So all the sci-fi nerds talk about it all the time. So I've got to watch it. Here's Heathers, which I want on Blu-ray eventually, but I don't have it on Blu-ray. I don't have it on DVD, I don't think. So I picked it up. And then here's a Marilyn Monroe movie / double feature. There's it's got Hometown Story, which is a like unknown movie that she was in, and it's also got a documentary called Hollywood Remembers Marilyn. So, you know, always nice. I'm kind of interested in collecting some Marilyn Monroe stuff.
Lydia Manson's favorite actress.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Shout out to Lydia Manson.
Yeah. So here's a movie that stars Danny Glover, Daryl Hannah, Rutger Hauer, Michael Madsen, and Stephen Baldwin. It's called Death Squad.
You know, I think I actually have that somewhere. I think it's in one of my groups.
I actually got it from Eric, so I don't know if he got it from a Dollar Tree or not. But anyway, here's another one. I've never heard of this. It's called Molly and the Ghost. So I got it because I saw the Rare Flicks logo, and I'm always kind of interested in that, collecting them eventually. So never heard of that.
Molly and a Ghost?
I would presume, but you know, who knows? Now,
this little curveball at you.
This is a travesty because I got this and I forgot. I think I have both of these movies on a DVD pack somewhere from like Mill Creek or something. But it's Abraxas.
Abraxas.
Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe.
Yeah.
And Flipstream, which I know I have because I did a review.
That's on a whole bunch of Mill Creek stuff.
Yeah, so now I'm kind of mad that I did this. I might actually, we could probably do a giveaway or something, or whatever.
Sure.
Because I don't want it anymore, especially if I already have it.
I was this close. I had watched it about a month ago, and I was this close to doing a short review thing on it, but I kind of fell asleep towards the end, so I have to go back and rewatch it.
Well, then, so you might do it eventually. Okay.
Eventually. Yeah,
it's not. Slipstream is really good, starring Mark Hamill. I really like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Abraxas or whatever. Just not. Yeah.
Wasn't very good.
Yeah. Then A Doggone Hollywood, directed by Jim Wynorski, I believe. Yep, Jim Wynorski. And I want to eventually get all the Doggone movies. I bet you know who would like this?
Oh, Lenore.
Lenore would probably love
Just
this.
don't show her some of the other movies that Jim Wynorski does.
Oh no, she'd have no interest in those. And then the last one of this pile or whatever is a all night movie 5-pack that has 5 movies produced by David Sterling. So this was an extra that Eric threw in for me.
Nice.
As like I guess a going away present, which I thought was really sweet. So it's starring actors from Battlestar Galactica, Trancers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. It is Revenge of the Wives, Iron Thunder, Evil Sister. Now, Evil Sister 2 was the movie that Brad Sykes had done that's out of print.
Oh, okay.
And then I didn't get a chance to go back to Dark Delicacies and pick it up. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. And then Unseen Evil and Things. So I don't know if you've heard of any of these movies or not, but there you go. Anyway, that's my first pile. So you're on
half. All right.
Yep, you're on to your half.
Oh,
first half.
Well, first group I have 16. Of those DVDs, the first 2 are going to be good ones. The first one is a Polish film called Mother Joan and the Angels. So this is a really, really interesting Polish film, and it's about the Loudon incident, which is an incident that happened in France in the 17th century, where a bunch of nuns were supposedly possessed, and it led to people getting burned for witchcraft. And the event actually led to a number of plays and books and movies. Most famously, The Devils, that went out in 1971. I think it was Richard Lester who did that. So this film, even though this came out in 1961, takes place chronologically after all that happens, whereas The Devils takes place before and during that whole trial and all that kind of stuff. But so this actually should probably be a Criterion. Honestly, it's that level of good. Plus, those of us who love your nunsploitation kind of films are going to like that too. But it's a really, really good film, beautifully shot, black and white, and this comes with all kinds of great extras on there. So this is a special order. I've been wanting it for a long time, and finally got it.
Look at my dog. He's just there, like sitting on the bed. He's such a weird.
His bed now.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I guess he's like he's just like chilling right now. Yep, sure. I'm just gonna let you do your thing.
So the second good one, and this one is kind of a strange, intense movie that has a lot of has a lot of people who said a lot of good things about it. It's called Ice from the Sun. And I don't know if you've ever heard about this, but no. This is Eric Stantz's film. It's kind of an artsy film, but it's also very intense, kind of violent, kind of gory, but also very smart and very, very well done. And this is a 2-disc collector's edition. So it's got the movie on the first disc, and then the second disc is a whole feature-length behind-the-scenes documentary, and it's got little featurettes and all kinds of extra stuff. So this will probably, depending on how good it is, end up on either Film Freaks or What the Fuck Friday. But yeah, that should be good. I'd heard a lot of good things about this. So when I finally got a chance to
sounds familiar. So I was trying to look him up.
He's done a few films. I forget the name of them, but he's definitely done some horror films.
Yeah, so it was Savage Harvest, I guess.
Savage Harvest,
the one
right,
I know of.
Right.
But I'm trying to see if I'm like, I keep thinking like I'm friends with him.
Yeah, there you go.
Facebook. That's how I know him. I was like, wait. No, I'm friends. Okay. Well, awesome. Right. Good. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
So those are the good ones. Now we're on to the crappy stinkers, or wacky stinkers. The first group is all going to be special ones, either special orders or ones that I got not from the dollar store. First one we got, because you couldn't pass up with a movie like this, Vampire Girl versus Frankenstein Girl.
Why didn't you just call him Dracula Girl if they're gonna call
I
Frank?
don't know. Well, it's a wacky Japanese stinker, so that's why.
I don't know. That's
So
strange.
that should be fun. Next, we have a couple of wackadoodle, um, I guess, prehistoric boob movies.
Oh,
First one is Dinosaur Valley Girls.
nice.
Yep. And this is the uncut version.
Do
And
they look at the dinosaurs and go, "Oh my god!" Like totally, it's coming
something
after
like
me.
that. And
Wait,
yeah,
is it
so
like a time travel movie or something,
I don't think
or
so.
is it like
It's
prehistoric
prehistoric.
bimbos?
It's prehistoric babes who barely keep their clothes on, kind of
Okay.
thing. One of my favorite genres.
Oh yeah, I mean prehistoric bimbos from Armageddon City was just ridiculous.
Absolutely. And then the next one is actually a full moon movie called Huntress, Spirit of the Night.
Nice.
I don't
That
know if you
definitely
know.
looks like a full moon movie.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you know this one.
I've never
Um,
heard of it, but
oh yeah. This is 1991. It's got Jenna Boder and Blair Volk and David Starrins, Michael Weissman. So
nice.
that should be fun. Next, we got yet another 6-pack because you know I always love it, and it's Pendulum. Always the mark
Oh,
of quality.
nice.
So we
I
have
don't think I have that one.
Blood Massacre, 13, Hip Hop Locos, which is on like on a whole bunch of different cheapy packs. Las Vegas Bloodbath, which I actually have already in another group. I Hate You, which I also have in another group. And a movie called Slasher, which I don't think I have, at least not this version. So there you go. Always good to get some Pendulum stuff.
So I was looking. I know I have um a bunch of Pendulum picture. I think I have like
Sure.
3 or 4 of them. I'm not sure how many they've made, like 5 or 6 or something.
Oh yeah, a bunch.
Yeah. So I have like 4 maybe, but I only have 3 that I've kept over here. I'm kind of upset. I need to find all the rest of
Gotta
them.
find them, man.
Because I want to eventually, and I want to keep them here at the house. So eventually, if I need a stinky movie to watch, I can be like, let me try
Plenty of
out one of
stinkers there.
these. Yeah,
Sure.
there's a ton of stinkers, and so I'm just kind of upset that but Serial Psychos is one I don't have. I don't think
Gotcha.
so. I need to buy one of those.
Well, the next 2 are from Book Exchange in Norfolk, and we got Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark.
Nice.
Can't pass that up. The monster versus the metal.
How much did that end up costing you?
Oh, it was like $3.
Oh, nice. Not bad.
So couldn't pass that up. And then we got a movie with your girl, Tara Reid. I think you already
Nice.
had this, but Vipers.
We actually did a man-eaters on
There
it
you go.
already. So
There you go.
it's either already out or coming out soon. So
Yep, Book Exchange, market quality, baby. And then the
hey,
last,
I'll need to go with you at some point to that.
sure.
Let me
The
know
last
next time you're
2 for
going.
this group is, you'll recognize this one, Lake Fear 2.
Which I gave you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I had Lake Fear. I had Lake Fear 3. Couldn't find Lake Fear 2 to save my life.
John Ward sent me a copy of one, and then because I could not, just like you, I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I went to Dollar Tree in Pasadena, and I was looking around, and but lo and behold, it was there. And I said,
Nice.
I told you, did you need this? And you said, yeah. So I picked it up, and
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. The last one from this group is a special one. I think you'll finally be very, very pleased. I got this for $2 at Second and Charles, and it is none other than Dorm Days.
You might like, you might not. It's a little bit more mainstream than, some indie stuff or whatever.
Yeah, it tends not to be the kind of thing that I'm interested in. However, Patrick Casey and Worm Miller, I think I'll watch just about anything that they'll do. At least I'll give it a try.
Right.
It's fun.
It's so funny that on Dorm Days and all those in Gamebox 1.0, he still called himself Worm Miller. in when he's doing Sonic the Hedgehog or any of those bigger ones, he has to be Josh Miller. And I think there's something to do with Writers Guild, like you have to have your actual name or whatever, or you know what I mean? You can't
Either
use,
that or there's somebody telling you out there, oh, it's not professional, blah, blah, blah. There's always some wet
which,
blanket out there.
well, yeah, and maybe it's like he had to,
Mhm.
otherwise people wouldn't put it out. I don't know. But it kind of sucks because I love the fact that he was Warren Miller and not Josh Miller, because Josh Miller's, it just seems a little bit too plain for him. He's done some amazing Hey Stop Stabbing Me, and we just did Sledgehammers at Dawn.
Yep,
Just
yep, yep.
wonderful movies.
All right, so that's the end of my first group.
Okay. So my second group are all, I believe they might be a mixture of.
Oh, wait. That's
I was gonna
incorrect.
say. I
Sorry.
was gonna say. I thought you had
Yeah,
more.
no. That's the end of my non-dollar store group.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, and they're all
Okay.
dollar store ones. So I'll just quickly go through it. Sorry
Okay.
about that. Uh,
No problem.
Ratter. I don't know if you know about this one, but yeah, this is like
Who's
a
in it?
huh.
Who's in it?
Let's see here. Ashley Benson and Matt McGorry.
Nice.
But I
I know
think,
of Ashley, but
yeah,
I don't know how I know her.
I think she's being stalked by somebody through TV and stuff like that. That's kind of what it is. Um, Next is one with Ray Stevenson, Outpost.
Like I feel like I have a Outpost movie. I don't know if
Hmm.
it's the same one or not.
Yeah, it's funny. I have a couple movies where this is on as a sneak preview.
Oh,
So
okay.
when I saw it, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm grabbing this. Then we have something called Off Pist Heist.
I think I have that
Pista.
too, and I don't know if I have it. I don't think I have it in this haul. I think it's going to be in my next haul, maybe, or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like some kind of special forces guy run amok. Then we have something called The Wind Demons of the Plain, which
Mm-hmm.
I guess is another kind of
Well, it's
Western
a prairie.
horror
Demons of the Prairie.
mashup. Yeah, Winds of the Prairie, Demons of the Prairie. So yeah, don't know much about this one. And then you'll get a kick out of this. We have Anne and Anna.
Oh yeah,
They're both haunted doll movies.
I have Anna. I don't know if I have Anne or not.
One is a blonde, one is a redhead, but
Anna is
they're
made by
like
the
the
Lake.
same thing.
Anna is made by the Lake Fear guys, by the way.
Hmm.
So that same group of people. So Anna is a lot of fun. Honestly, it's not your typical haunted doll movie. Honestly,
Okay.
and they did a sequel to it, but it was called something else, like Fairgrounds, something haunted fairgrounds or something. Which it was a sequel to Anna. It was weird.
So I'm waiting for a third one to come out called Annie.
Annie. So Anna, and Annie. Actually, you
Anyways,
can't do Annie because Annie's
that's
already
yeah,
a
I
big
know.
name movie.
So that's the real end of my first group. Sorry about that.
No, no problem. All right. I want to say all of these might be. No, there's a couple that are not. Should have just did all. Oh, crap. Hang with me. So some are going to be mixed in. So I'll let you know ahead of time. But there's going to be Dollar Tree ones, and there's going to be ones that were given to me by my roommate Jackie's boyfriend Steve, who was getting rid of his DVDs. I think I showed you some of them on the last haul, so I still got a bunch, and those are all mainstream movies. So the really low budget films are all, Dollar Tree shit, and stuff. So speaking of which, Dollar Tree is The Jogger. I don't know if you have that or not.
No, I've seen it. I just hadn't picked it up because I don't know.
It
It
looks
just
like
didn't look as
crap. It looks like
just didn't
crap.
look quite as juicy.
I don't know. It looks like crap to me. I don't know. Be fun.
Ooh, it's a jogger.
You know what? if a jogger was coming after me with a knife, I'd probably be scared too. I don't know.
And it should be called Jogger with a Knife.
All right. So then here's I guess a documentary about NWA, and it's NWA and Eazy-E, Kings of Compton.
Oh, okay.
So it's got Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Mick Ren, and DJ Yella. So I kind of want to see that at some point, just kind of see more about them. Now I think you have this because I remember you doing it one time, Stalled, which I've been wanting to get. I see it on people's Dollar Tree hauls. Now, speaking of The Witch from earlier, there's another movie called Witchcraft, and this just looks cheesy. It's put out by BBC, and I don't know if it isn't it's a movie put out by BBC. It's not a documentary or anything.
And just to clarify, that's the British Broadcasting Company.
Yeah, British Broadcasting Company.
Not a porn group.
Oh, no. That's a different BBC. Then here's a Heather Graham movie called My Dead Boyfriend.
Yay.
So it looks kind of cute.
I love
a
Heather
lot
Graham.
of these I'm bringing to the studio. So if you get bored at the studio, if you're like in there and you're like, hey, I want to watch one of your crappy movies, this probably would be one that you'd just want to put in just to, see Heather Graham.
Exactly. I'll watch anything with Heather Graham. She's wonderful.
Yeah. Here's a Norman Reedus and Jimon Hanusu. I think that's the guy from if I'm correct, it's not the guy who played I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's called Air.
Huh.
And it says it is from the creator of The Walking Dead. So who Robert Kirkman, who created The Walking Dead. It's not Frank Darabont, who actually also created The Walking Dead. So here's another Dollar Tree movie called The Games Maker. It looks like a kid, stuck in dealing with these things. I don't know who, like a Harry Potter-ish kind of thing. I don't know. Momentum put it out. Never heard of it. Yakuza Apocalypse.
That's in my group too.
That's in your group too? Okay. Looks really cheesy. So there you go. I believe you have this as well. Boo, which I've been looking for and finally found. I've seen this on a lot of people's hauls and been wanting it so badly.
It's not too bad. I don't know if you noticed, that was one of my short film reviews.
Yes. I have not watched your review yet, and I'm glad so that I can watch it, eventually myself. Here's a James Franco movie called The Institute. Never heard of it, but it's got Tim Blake Nelson and Eric Roberts and Josh Duhamel. So
Eric Roberts? Wow, he's never in anything.
I never hear of him. Hey, I got to work with him, so I'm happy.
I know.
The Unbidden, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's in my group too.
We've got a little. We always have sort of a crossover sometimes.
It's either in this group or it's next month's group. I forget.
Actually, I'm not going to do the one that's from Steve until next month because I'm going to do all those. So the Unbidden. Then here's a Ryan Phillippe movie called Catch Hell. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm guessing he's catching hell, and I don't know. From the producer of Saul, so awesome. That could be any producer, I guess.
Sure.
Then here's a fun asylum movie because you got asylum movies. I had to get one. In the Name of Ben-Hur.
Huh.
So yeah, the asylum. It's got a bunch of actors I've never heard of. Yeah, like Adrian Boucher and Jono Davies. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm interested in seeing that at some point. And the Hexecutioners. That sounds fun. And do you have this, or did you get this at some point?
It sounds familiar. I don't think I have
probably saw it.
I probably saw it.
Um, and then the last but not least is The Offering, which I have no idea what it's about. It doesn't look like it has anybody famous or Matthew Settle I've heard of. And that's it. Kelvin Tong did the direction. Sorry. When you got a dog that barks all the time, that's why he's not coming to the studio with us, because he barks like all the time.
Right.
If he hears like a noise at all,
Oh, wow. Poor Rocky.
Yeah. All right. Your last haul.
All right. My last group, and it's all going to be dollar store stuff.
Okay. Fun.
And
then we'll do our update after. So
the first two are actually some group ones, which is kind of nice. So this is a 3-pack, and it is a film called Double Echo, which I don't know a whole lot about, but it also comes with a movie called All Things to All Men with Rufus Sewell and Gabriel Byrne.
Nice.
And a movie called Heist, which I don't really know much about either.
Do you think it's about a heist?
It's entirely possible. And then I've got another similar 3-pack. It's a movie called Remote Viewing with Isaac Paul and Tony Gilbert. And it's produced by Isaac Paul, too. And then this also comes with several bonus films, including Chronicles of the Paranormal Psi Factor, hosted by Dan Aykroyd, of all people.
Nice.
And then a movie called The Veil, which was a never-aired television series that Boris Karloff was hosting, which is interesting. And it has 2 episodes, one called Genesis and one called Vision of Crime. And then finally, it comes with a stinky classic called Phantom from Space, which I have many, many, many times.
Oh, okay.
Arlie Wilder, part of his trilogy of Stink, Billy Wilder's younger brother.
Billy Wilder had a brother?
Oh, yeah. Who did 3 crappy stinkers. I haven't even gotten to them yet. There's just so many stinky movies up there, but we'll get to it.
I mean, if the show keeps going for as many seasons as I think it can go, like, I mean, we're only on the 4th season so far.
Right.
And I mean, there's so much, and we do a lot of the same directors too and stuff,
Sure.
And so when we start moving on to other people, it's going to be fun.
Next one is a movie called Jackals. And this has got Deborah Kara Unger and Stephen Dorff.
Nice.
And a whole bunch of other folks in there. But it looks pretty good. And it's from director Kevin Grutert from Saw Final Chapter. Gruert. So there's that. And speaking of The Witch, yet again, this is from the producers of The Witch, and it's something called Pyewacket. And I don't really know much about it other than
maybe it's Pyewache. I don't know.
Yeah, it's somebody called up a demon and now they got to deal with it, I think, is what's going on.
Whoa, it sounded like it was like the disc was rolling around. I hope not.
Possibly. Next, we have a movie from the producer, the guy who made Monsters, and it's called The Facility.
I always get them mixed up because when I see it, it looks like The Faculty, So I get really excited because I fucking want that on like Blu Ray. The Faculty was a great movie.
Then we got a movie with Danielle Harris called Inoperable.
Yes, I've seen that. I own that movie, and it is. I think ITN put it out, and it's produced by Jeff Miller, the guy who did. He's done a lot. He used to work for the Asylum. Now he kind of does a lot of his own stuff, and it's fun. It's one of those where she's stuck in a time loop, where she just starts all over again, and she has to figure out, like, she has to get out of this hospital and figure out why she was there to begin with and all this stuff. But it's like, it's fun, but it's a little confusing.
Sure.
So that's the only problem with it, is just, I think they had a great idea, but maybe just too many things, like it just got confusing or something.
Well, I like Danielle Harris. I've seen her in a couple of other things, so that's one of the reasons why I grabbed it. Next, we have one we've already mentioned. There's my
Yakuza
Yakuza
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Nice. See, I love that we have a lot of the same movies. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gonna
well,
happen. It's gonna happen.
Dollar Store is going to happen. And in fact, the next two, I'm almost positive you also have Pagan Warrior
Mm-hmm.
and Rise of the Clans, another BBC,
Yep.
not
I have
not
those
the
as well.
X-rated version.
Yep.
And let's see here. And then we have something called Hacked, which I guess is people getting biologically hacked by machines or computers or something, with Adam Shepard and Blake Robbins.
I've seen that or I have it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's one of the ones floating around. This one's also floating around the dollar store these days. Dragon Fire. And
Nice.
yeah, so I don't know much about this other than I do know it's one of those kind of wacky fantasy films. So thought I'd give
Sweet.
that a try for $1. You can't beat that.
Can't beat that.
I'm pretty sure you've seen this one around too. War of the Dead.
Nice.
Gotta love a Nazi zombie flick.
Nazi zombies.
And the last little group here. This is called The Evangelist. Your Sins Are Not Forgiven. And that's with Keith Collins and Doug Bollinger and Samantha Artis and Michael Billy, directed by Keith Collins.
Keith Collins. That sounds familiar. Once again, maybe somebody I'm friends with on Facebook. You know, I'm friends with all these like
slasher.
random.
And then we've got one that you've mentioned, Jules Verne's Mysterious Island. And that's directed by Mark Shepard, and it's got Gina Holden, and it's got all kinds of people.
It's funny. I am friends with a Keith Collins, but he did. Oh, wait. It says he didn't direct The Evangelist. Joseph Piptone directed it on IMDb. It says that.
Huh.
So I don't know. But Keith Collins, I am friends with the writer, the story writer. That's funny. Weird. I mean, it's funny how Facebook kind of brings you into this world of like meeting people who are doing these things, you know?
Sure.
These movies.
Networks. Last two. This one is a movie called Gwen, and it's a Shudder original. So that's kind of interesting.
And that was at the Dollar Tree?
Yeah. And it's written and directed by William McGregor. And let's see, Maxine Peake is in there and Eleanor Worthington. Yeah.
Nice.
Eleanor Worthington Cox. And I don't know a whole lot about it other than it looks like another kind of
looks like a supernatural
paranormal
story. Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then last one, the great title, couldn't pass it up. The Girl in the Crawl Space.
I have that as well. I don't know if it's in this pile or if it's like already been done before or something, but
with Aaron Ryan and Joni Durian and John Hambrick.
Henry Couteau, I think, either produced it or directed it. I'm not sure.
Produced and was the director of photography.
Okay.
Written and directed by John Oak Dalton.
So Henry Couteau used to author the discs for Chris Seaver's films. So if you got any of the old Chris Seaver films like Eno Paprika or Heather and Pugly Drop a Deuce, they were like authored by Henrik, and so they kind of threw a character in. I think we watched Bloody Giblets at some point, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And his was it Chris's wife at the time, Lauren Pushkin, who plays Pugly a lot, played a version of Henry Couteau, so it was kind of cool. He's a good dude.
We'll have to do another Chris Seaver movie, even if it's like a short review one.
For sure. I mean, we can't
Been a
have a
while.
year. We can't have another year go by without Chris Seaver,
Can't do it.
But anyway, so yeah, so that's great. That's our hauls. Now on to the update. So I sent Paul the stuff. Do you mind me talking about this? I guess some of the schedule. I'll tell you for April. So I actually last night I didn't I for some reason woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. And so I had like 5 hours of sleep. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. So I started thinking about the show for Indie Film Cafe as well as the YouTube channel, not just the podcast, but the YouTube channel as well, where we're at right now. So I figured I would do like a schedule from all the way from April all the way to December and everything. And I sent you both, things. So you seem to be in agreement with that should be the way it's laid out. Do you want me to talk more about like the future, or do you want me to or do you want me to just talk about what's happening this month?
Um, why don't we stick with what's going on this month?
Okay.
Just
So
because we don't know what's going to happen in the future, and that's the thing about scheduling stuff so far out is we don't really know what's going to happen. That's why I tend not to do that.
yeah, well, it's always nice to have an idea of what we want to do, and
Sure, and
that way also
if nothing happens, we've got it all scheduled. But if
yeah,
stuff happens, we'll have to adjust it.
right. So Thursday, April 1st, we already released the Man Eaters episode. My Man Eaters episode. You and me still need to do one soon. I'm only gonna do. I've decided that 10 episodes is enough. We've got. I think there's like 27, so I've got like basically 3 seasons worth of Man Eaters episodes to do. So what are you? You're like laughing right now or smiling?
It's just, the whole talk about BBC and now man-eaters. It's like that's a
Um,
whole different kind of film.
So this Tuesday, the March monthly haul will be released. So that'll come out on Tuesday. Thursday, it will be our quick review Thursday. Yeah. So which will be
And
your quick review
and
Thursday?
I'm still okay as far as quick reviews. I mean, I know I need to do
Yeah,
more,
no,
but
yeah. You're up to like May, I think.
okay, good.
I believe. I'll let you know, but I know you've got at least April. So I think you're caught up. I'm caught up. So we're gonna get more done. So what has been happening with that? And I don't think we talked about this on the last update or not. What's been kind of happening with that is Paul will do his, but he usually did his by himself. So I think now that I'm back, there might be some that we do together. But generally speaking, I've been getting somebody else to do ones with me. Usually from like 2B or something. And then so we got that. Then Thursday, April 15th, another Man Eaters, not the porn, but the series of films.
Somewhere Rebecca
sci-fi.
Reinhardt is smiling.
Yeah. Friday, April 16th is our new Indie Film Cafe. So yeah, so that got switched to like the middle of the thing because originally it was like one of the first Fridays or something. Now it's like the third Friday of the month that we're gonna have it, and that was because unfortunately things kind of happened and we weren't able to get the one with Deborah Sean done until like later that month. Like scheduling just was we were shooting our movie, so we couldn't do it till then, and so I released it in the middle of the month. So I decided we're just gonna keep it at that. And we've already got 2 backed up, one for this month and one for next month. So we'll just need to get somebody for I guess July will be the next time or whatever. And
And
we got a little bit of time before we have to.
And that's the only point I make about, when stuff comes up, whether we're shooting things or whether we're doing other things, it's, it's going to impress the schedule somewhat. Now, if we're able to be in a position where we can get people, and we can just do multiple shows at the same time, and we
That's
can
what I've
bank
been doing,
things.
actually. That's what I've
Yeah,
been doing a lot. So doing with the quick review Thursdays and the
right.
man eaters. And thankfully now that I decided to do only 10 episodes, because I think 10 episodes is enough for most things anyway. So it'll be done on like June 15th, I think, is when the man eaters is done. And then we're working on something else, which we can't talk about just yet. So we will leave it for later because that, I mean, also gives us a chance to talk about stuff when we get to that month,
Sure,
that things
sure,
start
sure.
getting released.
And as far
Um,
as the quick review stuff goes, the main reason I end up doing it by myself is just because, um, whenever I feel like I'm just relaxing and I can just pop in a movie, and if I feel like it's good enough to talk about, then boom, I can just do a movie. I can just do a review, and I don't have to
exactly.
worry about finding another person and working with their schedule or anything. I just do it.
Oh, and you can do them, you can knock them out pretty
Right,
quickly. And that's what you've
right,
been doing. You're sending me like 3 or 4, like in a week, time. And I was just like,
right.
oh my goodness. All right. I can
So it's not like I'm
make this in.
opposed to doing it with other folks. It's just easier, and I
Well,
mean,
actually, I
just keep
like it
making
that
them.
you do it by yourself and then I don't because it gives the audience something else too.
Sure.
So there you go. So then Monday, March 21st is our Indie Film Cafe Spotlight. Okay, mention that. Saturday, May 22nd is Blue Cheese. That'll be your next Blue Cheese.
Yeah,
So,
we had to give February a pass because of all the stuff that we
or
were doing.
March a pass.
March,
Yeah, you
because it
did
was of
February.
all the stuff we did. It was just too much, and
March was pretty crazy.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
um, and then Thursday, May 27th is my quick review Thursday, which is already locked and ready. I think I've got all the way up to May too. So, and I've got a couple more people coming on. So that's for the video cast. Now on to the podcasting schedules. So this is where this month is going to be pretty laid back month. There's not going to be a lot going on, mainly because I just moved back to Virginia and there's just not a lot of time. I'm going to start banking things and everything for May. So May will start looking a little bit bigger. And then June, holy shit. A lot comes back in June, which will be good because then in May I'm going to be banking things. But April, let's talk about April because that's this month and that's all we're going to talk about. I'm not going to tell you guys what's coming in May because you'll find that out next month. Monday, April 12th is my Indie Film Cafe episode, and we've already got a special guest lined up and a fun show. I can't wait to talk about it. Monday, April 19th is Sexploitation Sleazecast with Paul and Rebecca.
and I've already got that movie picked out.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you got all of them picked out, or just about. Um, but then again, Paul gets really excited if he finds something, and he just decides that's the movie that's going to go
Exactly, and
instead.
that's why I don't like scheduling in movies
Yeah,
because you never know, man. Sometimes you find things. Dark Wolf came out of nowhere, and
I
I was
know.
like, oh, we got to do Dark Wolf.
That was last, and I re-listened to that on the road too, and I fucking loved it.
That was so much
We
fun.
had a blast with Just Jen. She's just it's always fun when she's on.
Grr,
Um,
grr,
yeah,
grr.
that movie was ridiculous. That was $1 find. Oh, just
Fabulous. Yeah, so
if I go to Dollar Tree and find that, I'm totally buying it. All right, and then Monday, April 26th is Paul's Indie Film Cafe. So kind of sucks because like Monday, April 12th, Monday, April 19th, and Monday, April 26th are all the regular shows or whatever that we do. And like they're a month, they're weeks, apart from each other. There's nothing going on this Monday, which was yesterday. Like this is going to be released on Tuesday. So there's nothing going on there. But so Wednesday, April 28th, Hollywood Knockbusters returns. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do, and I've got an idea of who's going to guest on that. So check out the Hollywood Knockbusters page on Facebook because I think a couple weeks in advance, once I've done the show, I'm going to start talking about what we're doing, and so people can go watch it if they want to or whatnot. But and then Friday, April 30th is Hollywood Boulevard podcast. And so there you go. I guess Hollywood Boulevard podcast got moved because originally it was part of the it was earlier, but now it's like the last Friday of the month that it will be out. And that got due to March and stuff. Like that got due to, I mean, it's so busy like lately, especially because last month we weren't able to do anything. By the way, there is no Hooked on Hitchcock this month, and there wasn't one last month, which was an accident. I planned on putting it
Oops.
out. I don't know what happened. It is still on my, computer, so I'm going to put it out in May. So expect the new. That one is going to be Shadow of a Doubt. That's G. Larry Butler and me on Hooked on Hitchcock. And so I'm sorry if you guys are into that show or not. I don't know. Haven't really been talking to people about it yet. But if you're into Hitchcock, check out Hooked on Hitchcock. We have a lot of shows that are coming back in June and even later and stuff. So we just can't. I'm not like Paul and I discussed. We just would rather discuss it when it comes to the month that it comes out. Also, because it gives us something to talk about when we update. So,
Right.
but yeah, that's all the podcasts and video casts. Like I said, in April there really isn't a lot going on, mainly because I was moving back here, so just getting settled. But I'm really excited. This is a really good internet service. We will not be having problems like I did in LA, which sucks because you would think you spend so much money out there that they would fucking at least have good internet service, but
Yeah.
apparently
But
not.
as far as sick flick stuff goes, there's a lot of post stuff that's going on though, isn't there?
Right now, there's a lot of post stuff. Best thing you can find that stuff out on is if you go to the Facebook group for Echo Lake Universe. There will be a lot more stuff coming with that. And then that's it. I think right now, like, yeah, we just finished. I guess we didn't talk about it on the last haul video because we hadn't done it yet, but we finished shooting the Dark Office and Echo Tales from Echo Lake, Echo Lake Massacre episode. And we had a blast. Oh my god, there was so
It was a lot
much.
of fun.
It was fun,
A lot
and
of work.
it was a lot of work.
3
And
a.m. nights pretty much every single night.
almost, yeah, pretty much. Even if we were done earlier than that, there was stuff getting wrapped up and getting finished up and everything. So it was a lot of work. But it was a lot of fun. We got to, and we also got things kind of settled with Sick Flick Productions. So Joe Turk is now a producer. He got bumped up to producer now. And Lydia Manson is now a co-producer, and Colleen Tidd is also now a associate producer. So we've got our team Sick Flick, and the executive producers are still me, Paul, and Samantha Marie, who we do Horror Blood and Coffee with, but Horror Blood and Coffee will not be back till June. It's June? Might not be.
Looks
May
like
or
Rocky
June?
has settled on your pillow.
Such a cutie. Yeah, Horror Blood and Coffee comes back in June, and which will be good. So, but that's not like a return. Like we did that a couple months ago. So we just we're taking a break because we just got so much going on. They're getting prepped up and ready for My Girlfriend the Serial Killer, and we are doing our stuff, and hopefully we'll have Sam down in maybe June or so to do some was it some TikToks and stuff like that. So we're
Right.
working on those
So,
things.
in addition to all the podcasts and all the video casts, there's all the production stuff that we've been doing as well for Sick Flick Productions. Ton of stuff there going on. I don't know if you want to mention about all that, but as time goes
I,
on,
like I
we can
said,
talk about things.
there's Tales from Echo Lake. There's, Scream Queen Campfire. Those things are getting, like, the first episodes are done, or not. Well, they're shot, so they are being fixed up. There will be a teaser, um, hopefully in the next. I want to say in the next month for Tales from Echo Lake. No, just Scream Queen Campfire. There will be a teaser for that. All of those two will hopefully be out this fall, as a shorts to show and everything, as kind of sneak preview for things. And I'm waiting till like September and October because I figure that's enough time to get it all done and also get it all pimped out and ready and everything for people to see.
Right.
Um, if
And
you
we're also still working on the studio, fixing some stuff up. And, we decided we needed a little bit more of a wardrobe area for wardrobe purposes and makeup purposes. So we're going to dedicate some space for that. And so we're going to work on that next weekend. And I've already got part of that figured out, but we're gonna try utilize the studio space more because now that Jonathan's here, we might as well. It'll be much
right,
easier to get stuff shot and get stuff produced now that he's here as opposed to all the way out in LA, you know.
which, hey, it was fun being out in LA and I really enjoyed it.
Sure.
But then once things actually started happening, and they started happening when we did, our movie, it is better right now that I stay out here and work on our film stuff for the feature film stuff. Then once we start getting things really going, once we've already gotten a few features under our belt and we're getting our projects. We've got tons of projects. We've got Scream Queen Campfire, Tales from Michael Lake. We've got Psychotica, which will be our first feature film, and I'm not sure when we'll do that yet. Nothing's been, whatever, but it's going to be later this year sometime. And then, was it, and that's the hope. Obviously we don't have money. So right now we'll be doing looking for investors. So if you're an investor, you're
Hmm.
interested, contact us. Um, and then we've got another project that we can't talk about yet that is pretty big that we're just going to be, I'm going to be writing and executive producing with Paul and Samantha, I think, but we won't be anything part of the actual production. And I can't really talk about that yet until later. When I can talk about it, it will be talked about on here. So get ready for that. It might be next month, it may be June, might be September, who knows. So
So
when
there you go. Our haul videos. Not only do you get information about the movies we just bought, but you're also getting updates on Sick Flick Productions and Indie Film Cafe and everything else in the Empire.
Also we have sickflightproductions.com, which is our big hub where you can see all the stuff that's going on in the Echo Lake universe. Also got stuff about the Echo Lake universe, so you can learn more about it. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot to go with it. So
How's the website coming along? I haven't been on there in a while.
I haven't updated it yet, and stuff. That's my plan this week is to update it. I just
It's a
haven't
lot.
really, I really haven't had time, man.
Sure, sure.
You would think like, because I had to unpack a lot. I had my whole world. So that just took a lot, and just getting, and then on top of that, just being tired from driving 5 days. It's just been a lot, but like this Monday, tomorrow's Easter, which for this what we're now right now we're doing this on Saturday. Tomorrow's Easter, and I'm still gonna be working, doing stuff like fixing things up. So there's a lot to get done and everything, but it's one of those things where I'm just like, oh, trying to get it all figured out. Um, let's see what else. So yeah, I'm gonna update this Sick Flick Productions, and we still need to do a Patreon only video or not video podcast. So maybe we can do that soon. Or if I know because you did the last one, so I get to pick this time. If you want to do that, or I'll find somebody else to do it with. We'll figure it out. We'll figure
figure
that
it out.
stuff out. But we gotta do that for April. And then so if you want to listen to a Patreon only thing and download it and have it forever, please go to patreon.com/indie film cafe and just give us $1, because
Right.
it
And,
helps.
sometimes it's going to be people who have not seen some of our previous episodes, but sometimes it's going to be episodes that we're only doing for Patreon only that are not going to show up on Indie Film Cafe, such as the Star Trek Holiday Special,
Star Wars,
Star Wars, sorry.
Star Trek, Star Wars, they're almost the same
Same
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
But in any event, it's going to be a mix of stuff, some new stuff, some old stuff with new people, that kind of a thing. So
Yeah,
check it
so
out.
it's not going to be just the old stuff we've already done, which will be mixed in with it. Like you just did Alien Beasts with Gary, so which is really funny. You released the Alien Beasts in March, and then you did yours in March. So wait, you did yours in February, and then we released ours in March. So I think that's really funny. And Gary, I haven't listened to it yet. I need to listen to it because I would love to hear what Gary has.
Oh, Gary had a lot of things to say about
I'm
Alien
sure he
Beasts.
did, and I'm sure if he were doing the show instead of John Ward, he would have given it a 10.
Oh yeah, he would have given it a 20.
Yeah. John Ward liked it, and I re-listened to that episode, and really, he was just fascinated by the whole movie.
I am dying to show that to Just Jen. I'm dying to see what she has to say about it.
Well, I guess next year you can do it for another Patreon only with Just Jen. But hey, come on.
And I was telling Jonathan, there's a chance we might maybe get Lenore back for at least a little bit. So if that happens, we can
got to get her a
definitely
good microphone,
bring her back in.
one that brings up her volume or something. I know
Yeah.
she's got a low voice, which we love. It's great, but she just needs to, be able to.
I think she misses being the scientific expert on Indie Film Cafe.
I think so too. She misses it, and she misses all the dogs.
Oh
She'd
yeah,
go
she definitely
crazy if I
misses the
saw
critters.
Rocky. If I showed her Rocky,
She'll love Rocky.
yeah, come
I
here,
already know she misses Fluffer, but she'll love Rocky.
Fluffer.
Yeah, my sister's dog.
Oh.
But you know what? If you were to bring Rocky to the studio, she would probably hang on to him the whole time, and he'd probably be okay.
No, he wouldn't. He would still bark every time
Still bark?
something makes a noise at all. He barks.
Oh, well,
So if he hears
the
something,
world's a scary place.
I know. It's okay, baby. You're all right. But let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it for everything. Like there's yeah, I mean, like I said, April is just very slow month because of the everything of the change. I just haven't been able to really bank a lot of stuff yet. But I already have like schedules down of guests to come on different shows, and everything is once a month. Nothing. I wanted to do one show that was going to be a weekly show, and then I was like, nope, not gonna have time for that.
I certainly don't.
Yeah, no, I know you don't, and I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't even ask.
Especially with now April, baseball's back in,
I know
so
you got.
most of my free time is going to watching baseball.
Yeah, so we got so much going on with our show, but that's good. We'll have a lot of content coming, especially in the summer. Like I said, June is going to be like a crazy month, especially for the podcast. So there's going to be a lot of shows returning. In I think when was it? There's a particular show, we can't say what it is yet. But I can tell you that the new show will be coming once you're wrapped up with something. It'll be returning in July. the show. So what are you?
Probably Sexploitation Sleazecast.
No, because it's not a podcast. It's
Oh,
a video cast. So I guess. Oh, it's when Maneaters ends.
gotcha.
Maneaters ends in June. So which I'll kind of miss for a little bit because I actually really do like Maneaters. I think this show is, even though it sounds very pornish, it's a fun show and or fun, like I love doing reviews of specific stuff. But I can tell you that like there's other cool stuff that I'm bringing back in May and June specifically that will also be like a cool thing that Paul I think might be involved in a couple of them. But if he can, he's looking at me going, "What?
Is this the Hedgehogs versus Penguins show?
No."
Oh,
I'll tell you more about it later, and then you can tell me. No, I don't want to. I don't know if it's not Hedgehog versus Penguins. I don't want to. I don't want to be a part of it. That's a great movie, though. That's a great movie idea. Sci-fi, get on that. Like,
there you go.
Killer penguins and killer hedgehogs fighting each other. Giant killer. Could you imagine a giant
robot killer hedgehogs?
No, because that's so boring.
Versus ninja penguins.
Ninja penguin. Oh, all right, maybe robot versus ninja. But anyway, Rocky is getting a little crazy right now.
He's got to run up them steps.
Oh yeah, you gotta run. You gotta be good. You gotta fly now. All right, here you go. Putting you back on the bed.
All right, so I guess that wraps up the haul and the update for this month. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Join us next month for another haul and update. Like I said, May will be busier, and I will hopefully still have this thing. This list of stuff, and hopefully everything I just said. I mean, most likely everything will be out just the way it says it is, because all these things that are out right now are pretty much already easy to put out. Is that a chicken? Is that a rubber chicken? Yep, rubber chicken. What does it say? Chicken biscuit.
Mr. Chicken Biscuit.
Okay. All right.
Just another silly toy I have, because you know me, I love my silly toys.
Oh man, don't let Rocky see that. He would start eating it. He loves little stuff, I'm afraid of any of my toys. So all my toys are up there, by the way, up there. So if you can see that up there, but all of them are like, all my stuffies are up there, all right, well, that's it for this haul. Thank you guys. Check us out on patreon.com/Indie Film Cafe. All the links will be at the bottom. Check sickflickproductions.com for more information on Sick Flick Productions, as well as I think we may have some stuff on the Indie Film Cafe. But if you want to see more stuff on Indie Film Cafe, check out indiefilmcafe.reviews, which is Paul's website. I run the Sick Flick Productions one. He runs the Indie Film Cafe one. And we both do excellent jobs in our.
And I got to update that too. So
yeah, you got to put in the Witch House one, right?
Oh, I did Witch House.
Oh, you did Witch House. So you need Dark Wolf.
Dark Wolf.
And then we got the next. Yeah, so that probably be up on Friday, right? Because usually
something like that.
Put up on the
this week.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for checking this out. Join us next month and check out our links at the bottom. And if you want to help us out, please give us $1 and we will, it all goes to the podcast itself, like, paying for the podcast. And,
right.
We don't use it on, stinky movies or anything. But Continuity Monkey's not getting, tattoos with the money that we make, sadly. But all of it goes to paying for the website and or other stuff that goes on.
Right.
So thank you guys for checking this out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And let us know what you guys think. If you've seen any of the movies, or if you want to see some of the movies, let us know. All right.
We'll see you next time. Bye.